What is up, my viewers? Spang here, bringing you yet another World of Tanks gameplay commentary. This time it is going to be a replay from Minnow, and it is going to be a tier 2 match and his Tetrarch. I think I'm saying that properly. It's a Russian premium tank. That's all you really need to know. And it is going to be standard battle... Standard? I keep mixing up words. Standard battle on Himmelsdorf. As you can tell, pretty much it's all tier 2s, except with one tier 1 per team. Minnow, not really sure what he's doing here, but if you recall correctly, Minnow is part of the SVK clan, more specifically SVK2, and he seems to be AFK for the first portion. There we go. You know, it always worries me a little when I join a match and I see someone not moving for the first, let's say 15 to 30 seconds. I think, great, we have someone who's AFK, but then it always makes me happy when I see them moving. Just one of those things that's like, well, I thought we had someone that was going to be completely useless, but apparently not. That brightened my day up quite a bit. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. Minnow going for the hill, trying to support this T1 E6. If the enemy sends any sort of significant force for this hill, that T1 is going to die very quickly, and I'm sure Minnow would probably follow very quickly after. So let's hope that doesn't happen for Minnow's sake. I do not know what happens this battle, as he did not really tell me. He just told me it was a good match, lots of kills, but that doesn't mean he wins. So we'll see exactly how things go. Hopefully things will be in his favor, but we shall see quite. Now the BT2 is going to get overwhelmed here. He seems to be completely oblivious. There we go, finally figuring out that he has two tanks on his flank, but it's too little, too late, and he will explode right here. Kill number 1 for Minnow. That T1 E6, not really sure what he was doing. Honestly, I do have a T1 E6. Who doesn't, unless you sold it? It was a free tank, but it has a 5-round clip if I recall correctly. Yeah, that T1 E6 should have been just unloading like hell, just firing a full salvo, then backing up. He clearly did not do that, or I did not see him doing that anyway. So I'm not sure what he was doing. Honestly, he's probably a new player. Let's check. Actually, I can check if he's in a clan. Chances are pretty good he is not a new player. Nope, very few people in clans in this match. Therefore, most of them are more likely than not noobs. And I don't mean that in any sort of derogatory or demeaning sense, just simple fact. They probably haven't played that many matches. They're probably still learning the mechanics of the game and how to work it. So Minnow here going to do something a bit tricky, using this opening to get shots down if he can get his gun aimed low enough. There we go. This AT1, both AT1s pretty much exposed to getting shot from the hill. Minnow getting a third kill there for him. 7-4. The enemy team certainly not doing very well for themselves at this point. Minnow's team doing a really good push on the track, so hopefully they can keep the pressure up on that side. The enemy, having only sent that BT2 on this hill, clearly not that much of a resistance in Minnow's way. The enemy team pushing up that 6th line. That tank destroyer now destroyed in Minnow's base, in great danger. Is he going to fall back? It looks like he is. He is very aware of what the enemy team is attempting to do. The gap closing ever so quickly here. Only 8-6 now. Hopefully Minnow can get back to base and save his team from a crushing defeat. Well, honestly, I have to say this match has been pretty interesting so far. Let's see if it continues. Now, 3 versus 1, not exactly favorable odds, but Minnow's going to go for it anyway. He values the notion of teamwork, taking one for the team. And right here, he is not stupid. He's engaging them from a distance at a point where he is going to be in somewhat of a favorable position, though his spotting apparently not good enough. Perhaps he might want to equip this thing with a pair of binocs, or maybe even coated optics. That's what I was looking for. Firing at where the enemy was. That's the first shot that actually missed. Second shot that missed. Now he knows he has to go for his base. His team no longer in the lead. It is even 8-8, but his team is certainly 8-9. Now it is certainly not in his favor, but his team falling back to the base. 8-10. Hopefully his team can pull this off. The enemy, if they're smart, nope, not hiding behind that debris, though they are using this building. However, they will be getting flanked here. The enemy team in a bad situation on the cap. 9-10, and soon to be 10-10, I am going to assume. Minnow not getting that kill. That guy just plain out double tapped, hit before really he knew what was happening to him. Now the match is even 10-10. Hopefully Minnow's team can pull this off. It's looking pretty good for them. They are rather coordinated. All their tanks are in one location, meaning any enemy tank coming at them in by itself will get absolutely annihilated. That Cruiser 3 just proving my point. He was at full health a moment ago, and now he is nearly dead. There we go. 11-10, this match turning right back around. Very wishy-washy on which way this was going to go. Menno at 4 kills at this point, possibly kill number 5 coming up right here. Yes, number 5 is alive here. For those of you who are old enough to get that reference, I love you. But the enemy team certainly in a bad position now, not looking good for themselves. 3-5 though, it's certainly anyone's game still. While I would say does vastly favor Menno's team, it is still possible for the enemy team to get back with a comeback, but Menno going to get kill number 6. Very good for him. Renault FTAC, the last French tank I need to kill to get the expert France or whatever it's called, the medal you get for getting all the kills of a certain nation tree. But there we go, kill number 7 for Menno, doing very well for himself. His team certainly pretty much ensuring this battle's victory. It has been a very good match, but the Renault FTAC, there is a reason you don't see them that often, and that is because they are typically not valued as that good of a tank destroyer. There we go, kill number 8 for Menno. Very good for him. That will earn him a Walter Radley's medal as well as a Top Gun. I don't know if he got any other medals. Obviously, I just noticed the name of that Renault FTAC. It is Tank Noob, but instead of a B, it is an 8. So perhaps he is quite a noob, but I will reserve judgment, honestly. It was well fought by both teams, and that Renault FTAC really couldn't have done anything more to win it for his team, at least not in that last vestige of resistance. But as I was saying, Menno did not send me any screenshots, so I don't have any further stats on that. All I do know is that he finished this match at full health, getting 8 kills. Now, granted, some of those kills were final shots. You know, he kind of stole them from teammates, but honestly, I think he's more than earned those kills when it comes down to the fact that he got 8 kills. He got half of his team's kills, which means when you win by 5, you're probably the reason your team won. Just saying. Now, wow, I just realized something. All of his team's kills are divided up between 3 players. That's quite a sight to see. You don't really see that happen that often, so kind of interesting, but you know, I'll just get on with it. If you like this video, click that like button. If you want to see more, subscribe. And if you got a replay, send it to spanglereplays@gmail.com after you check the instructions. Link in the description. This has been Spang, and I am signing off.